Swastiastu. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ibu Sayu Tari with student ID number is 2311031023. Here I will be presenting my essay, Facing the Digital Divide in Education, Challenge and Breakthrough in the Era of Society 5.0. Education is an important substance in the formation of the future of the individual and the development of society. The development of the times they continue to develop make education also undergo evolution to be able to reflect technological development and social demands. Rapid technological change certainly have an impact on society and industry. In each era, education will face different challenges and opportunities. One of them is in the era we are facing today. At this time, humans are experiencing an industrial revolution in an era marked by high-level technological development and digital transformation such as artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and various other revolutionary advanced technological known as Society Era 5.0. This era has created new dynamics in the world of education, such as the need for education about 21st century life, or better known as the 4Cs: creativity, critical thinking, communication, and collaboration. Society 5.0 is a society where needs are differentiated and met by providing products and services needed in sufficient quantities to people in need, and where everyone can receive high-quality service and a safe and luminous life, or can also be interpreted as human who can solve various social challenges and problems by utilizing various innovations born in the era of the Industrial Revolution 4.0 and centered on technology. While the era of Society 5.0 is community data format in Society 4.0, which has the aim of producing a appropriate society. According to Kadaran, the era of Society 5.0, or called Society 5.0, was first echoed by the Japanese government. Society 5.0 was created as a solution to the shortcomings that exist in the industrial era 4.0. And in this era, it focuses more on the human context as a source of innovation. In the era of Society 5.0, technology is not only used as a learning medium, but also used as a transformative force in education. The rapid development of technology, artificial intelligence, data analytics, and the Internet of Things has driven change in the way we learn and teach. Thus, in facing the era of Society 5.0, data literacy, human literacy, technological literacy, and communication literacy are needed. This will certainly create tremendous opportunity to improve the quality of education and access global resources. However, in the midst of technological turmoil that continues to change in the 5.0 era, will bring complex the new challenge and opportunity for education. One of the key challenges that needs to be addressed is the technology access gap, often referred to as the digital divide. The digital divide refers more to difference in the use of technology in education. which create inequality between people or groups who have sufficient access to technology and those who do not. This happened because of rapid technological advance, which have not been followed equally by a level of society. Inequality in access to technology has a significant impact on education. This gap leads to inequalities in technology access and use between students and educational institutions. Some students do not have the same opportunity to gain access to the technology and internet necessary to support their education. This can lead to significant inequality in education and increased social inequality. For example, in certain cases, not all students have the same access to devices, the internet, or digital resources that are essential for distant learning. This can result in misalignment in learning opportunity, where some students may lose access to quality education provided through technology. Other impacts include reduced motivation to learn and more limited future opportunity for marginalized students. Solutions that have been implemented, such as device assistance program or low-cost internet access, have weakness in limited research, limited accessibility, and financial constraints. Therefore, a more holistic and inclusive approach is needed to overcome the digital divide in education in the era of Society 5.0. Digital divide means the gap between individual, community group, and geographical areas at different socioeconomic levels in accessible information and communication technology or ICT, as well as the use of the internet for various activities. This gap can be a physical gap that does not have access to computer and other IT devices, or that is a skill needed to be able to participate as a digital citizen. The government has a key role in providing facilities and human resources in implementing digital utilization. This is intended so that use of digital technology is carried out evenly so that social inequality does not occur between rural communities and urban communities. The digital divide affects student learning through decreased motivation, gap in academic outcome, and unequal participation. Teachers play an important role in identifying students who may be affected by the digital divide and providing additional support to them. As a teacher, of course, it has a role as a great light in carrying out the teaching and learning process. Therefore, teachers should use various ways so that students feel enthusiastic in learning, namely by utilizing digital innovations such as educational kits, quizzes, and other educational content, and teachers can also inform that the achievement of students can win award and attention so that with this teacher can increase student motivation to continue to excel. The digital divide also influences teachers in teaching and collaborating with students, especially in distance learning situations. Institutions should provide training and resources to teachers to address this challenge and ensure inclusive learning. Teachers must be trained to teach by utilizing technology and utilizing digital resources in learning, such as utilizing the Internet of Things, IoT, virtual or augmented reality, and artificial intelligence, which can be used to help identify the learning needs needed. In its training, it should include the use of learning software, mobile application, and online learning platform. Teachers must also master skill and have leadership, digital literacy, communication, entrepreneurship, and problem-solving skills. In addition, students must also be ensured to have access to the technology needed for technology-based learning and must have at least three components, namely civic knowledge, civic skill, and civic disposition in order to integrate technology well. The existence of technological solutions such as device scholarship program, cheap internet access, and digital literacy initiative can reduce the digital divide in education. Government can subsidize access to technology. The private sector provides affordable internet device and service, while educational institutions integrate technology into curriculum, such as tools by starting to implement hybrid teaching systems, namely online lecture, now known as massive open online course. The use of innovative technology such as distance learning, online platform, and adaptive learning has opened up great opportunity to address the digital divide. Educational institutions, whether school or university, must ensure the necessary technological infrastructure is in place. This includes reliable internet access as well as hardware and software that support learning. Educational institutions should invest in adequate technological infrastructure and keep technological equipment up to date. The government has an important role to play in creating an environment that supports digital inclusion in education. They must design and implement educational policies that support the use of technology in school curricula, ensure equitable access to technology, and overcome regulatory barriers that might exist. Government can also encourage educational institutions to develop and adopt innovative technology solutions. With the application of technological innovation in education, the roles of teachers, educational institutions, and government are interrelated in overcoming the digital divide and ensuring equitable access to quality education in the era of Society 5.0. This is an important step toward more inclusive and relevant education in an increasingly digitally connected world. In the era of Society 5.0, it is important to understand the importance of inclusion in education. Inclusive education is education that provides equal opportunity for individuals, regardless of origin, economic condition, or access to technology. Inclusion in education creates an environment where every student can reach their full potential. Inequality in access and use of technology can create adverse educational disparities, such as harming students who do not have adequate access. All stakeholders, including government, educational institutions, the private sector, teachers, individuals, families, and communities, must play a role in achieving an inclusive future of education. Indicator of success in overcoming the digital divide must cover several aspects. First, increased accessibility should be main criterion. This includes the number of students who have access to device and the internet. Second, higher quality education should be measured by student academic achievement and effective learning interaction. Third, equality of opportunity is an important standard to ensure no student is left behind. Addressing the digital divide has the potential to yield significant long-term benefits. First, increasing access will open up better educational opportunity for chooseful previously did not have access to education. This means more students can access educational research and online courses. Second, high-quality education will achieve student academic success and prepare them for an increasingly digitally connected future. Addressing the digital divide is not just about creating digital inclusion but also about creating equitable and relevant educational opportunity for all individuals. This is an important step toward creating a comprehensive and successful future of education in the era of Society 5.0. Okay, that's all presenting by me. I close with Paramasanti. Om Santi 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 Om.